Hello everyone, I welcome to this space and I would like to share another of my lives in the galaxy that I remember. I would like to join all of you into this community and I would like to be very grateful and appreciative for all your comments, your shares in Facebook or here, or the response that I have on my page, on my website. I'm so grateful for it. Everything helps so I can keep sharing in this space and we can all grow together. In this time, I wanted to share another of the lives that I remember. And at this time, I would like to share the life as an Actuarian. The way that I see myself, I see like 4 feet purple, big head, big eyes, and I have a crown, like a princess crown thing. I'm so skinny and tiny and gentle. I have seen different colors of them. Some are like crystalline, others are like platinum, others are like blue, others are purple like me, and others have a more magenta color on it, like a dark pinkish, magenta on it. And I have seen different shapes and forms. Some of them looks more humanoid. Yes, like more humanoid form, others more alien, others I don't think they have any physical structure anymore. I think they are pure light, at least the ones that are in a collective. If you connect with an Actuarian that is vibrating in 5D, maybe they will still have the choice to have a physical vessel the way we do. And these are the ones that look to me more humanoid, bluish form. The ones that are more alienated and with big brains and big heads are the more ascended. I think bigger eyes are expression of wisdom. So the bigger the eyes, well, not in all cases, because the grays don't apply for this rule. Well, not all the grays, because of course we have the ascended one, grays, the ancestor of the grays. So just let me correct myself. Yes, at least to me, the bigger the head is and the bigger the eyes are in the Actuarians, they will be the more higher in frequency. There are some, in the ones that I connect, they are basically 2 different types, the blue and the purple. The blue are taller and skinny, and they have 3 eyes, 3 fingers, but the fingers are like tools of light. Like very long arms, very long legs. Even the kids are so funny and cute in a different cute way because their extremities is so different. The torso is so shrink. It's just like cuteness overload. I don't know how to explain. So from the ones that I connect, the blue and tall are more diplomatic role. Yes. And the small ones are the doctor ones, even though the others heal too. At least from the ones that I connect with, they all have their divine feminine very accentuated, very strong, but more than divine feminine, it's more like child. For me, it feels like pure innocence, their smile in a way that it's so funny because when they make us laugh, we tune into joy, and then joy is the frequency that help us to connect with them. So they are pure unconditional love, they are pure innocent, pure joy, at least to me. And the Actuarians that I know as a human form, they tend to be very connected with plant medicine, shamanic practices, or crystals, sound. They love sound because they work with sound and color. They tend to be very silly and joyful and funny. The kind of silly that is kind of make them feel like alienated, like you, it's not funny, but they are like, it was so funny. And then at the same time, sometimes they tend to be, how do I say this? Very wild, like very free spirit and wild, and they tend to fall in love with everyone because they have a very lovable heart. And yes, and one thing that I noticed is that their eyes, as a human, they kind of go like this, like dog asking for food, like please, please, please. This is what I noticed. Sometimes they have bigger eyes, and they will have big foreheads, big sculpts, because I do think everything we have been, we are, and will be manifested to this human form. So whenever I see a people through pictures or speaking with them, I see the alienness coming through. Maybe it's the gift that I use so I can do the drawings that I do. Okay, my Actuarian self, it's called Misha, is the way that I call her. Guys, I don't think they have names. They have frequency. They don't use names anymore. Not even our soul has a name of your soul. That's what I think. But we kind of use a name because we're human, like the way God sometimes will represent like an old man with old bird for us. But not necessarily God is a human, or angels have wings and skirts, things like that. They are just a frequency that it will be represented in the way that makes us comfortable. So I think their spaceships are part of their consciousness. It's pure light, speeding, vibrating, that can travel some time and do many of things that we cannot do. Whenever I see them, I'm kind of between waking up and sleep. I don't do meditations, guided meditations anymore. I just tune into and then go and have my journey. So whenever I need upgrades, I kind of feel like low vibe. They always come. They are kind of my doctors. And whenever I feel like I'm in between worlds, not awake and not asleep and still conscious, I feel just like elevating from my body, and then I kind of like expand, and then I feel huge, and then I see kind of like a thing like that, probably like this, with lots of lights spinning, and then I just see like a flashing things. And then sometimes I usually will see like a triangle of light, and then I don't remember nothing. Sometimes I see partial faces. Sometimes I see the fishy smiles. And then I will feel kind of like a surgery on my brain. I will feel kind of like needles or stuff like that. They have the decency to me, whenever they are going to do an upgrade, that they show me the codes that they are going to do, like asking for permission. Of course, I think if they are asking for permission, because my higher self is always on charge, is going to be for the highest good, so it's going to be okay. And I always say, yeah, whatever you want to do. And sometimes I say, I want you to check into my throat, into my eye, my knee, whatever. But sometimes I just go ahead with whatever is in the highest good for myself. And mostly I don't remember. I think they work with tools of light that are integrated into their 3-finger hands. Sometimes I will see like kind of like a blading, like, and in others is kind of like a needle. So they will be working on my emotional body. And then when my emotional body is upgraded, I will feel a shift. Sometimes when you have those psychic surgery, aliens tend to be very precise and powerful. You will have a physical discomfort the next day, and it's okay because your body is adjusting into the new light that you are embracing. Whenever my third eye goes into an upgrade, I will have a headache. So I will normally just sleep and let it go. Or, yes, any discomfort. Other thing that I wanted to say. Yes, I think they work with the magnetic field. So their tools are kind of like magnets. So they shift, recalibrate, and alchemize our light into a pattern that holds the light more frequency. I think they work with colors and sound also, from what I have seen. They also are keepers of the portals, and they also are working with Gaia. They are very connected to Gaia and to the crystal kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom. Some people said that our plant medicine comes from a hybridization from elements from Acturus, like ayahuasca, weed, tobacco, even tobacco and other medicinal plants. They were the ones that see them whenever Earth was being seeded by galactics at the beginning of the beginning, in many beginnings, because we have all different timelines appearing at the same time. So my Actuarian self, I have shared this before, but I think on Facebook. She works in a nursery for alien babies. Those alien babies are souls that had a very intense wound or trauma in the life, and before reincarnated again and correcting whatever happened to them, they go to Acturus and they have kind of like a revert. So this is what my Actuarian self is. My Actuarian self works in a collective of 40 beings merged. So in order for this aspect of me to go there, for what I understand, it means that 40 aspects of me blended into one, so I can be one Actuarian. And then at the same time, they work on a collective of another 40 Actuarians, I think 44 Actuarians, that work in a common goal and purpose for that experience. And then they have a leader. They kind of work like a pack of goals, that they all work together. They have a leader, and they will be having an experience all together. When I died from that life, I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I did not have a free will. And I could not choose what I wanted to experience because I was tied to my pack. So I remember that when I died, I said, it was good, it was beautiful, but I lived like 800 years, and then it was all the same, and then it was very easy, and then I could not make choices for myself. Maybe it's because I'm a wild spirit. So I did not have many lives on Acturus. That aspect of me is in a big spaceships that is called Osiris. They are around Jupiter, and they have many races. I don't know if it's the Galactic Federation of Light, the Galactic New Light, or whatever they are called, but I would say it's more like an organization of alien races that are benevolent, that are working closely with humanity because we are them, right? So they benefits them that we ascend and grow and integrate the light. And when I see them in my dream, that I confirm all this that I share, because I have very active dreams, and I dream like in a movie, like 2 hours movie, and then I will have details and I will learn a lot. For me, it was so beautiful because it was like if I had a cell phone, and then in my cell phone, I saw like if a call was coming from an Actuarian, then I said, oh, the Actuarian. So then I replied the call, and then I saw the whole scene. And then at the end, I saw myself with my couple I have an Actuarian couple, and then we have 2 little Actuarians, and then it was so cute because we are holding our kids like in a very human way. So whenever that scene that I saw me in the spaceship with all those babies, it was so happy. The life there, it was so happy. It was like happiness all over for all these 800 years. So I don't know exactly how many years they live. That when I wake up, it was like, interesting. It was interesting to know what it feels like to work in union, but at the same time, it felt good that I can make choices by myself as a unique, authentic, independent individual being, and I can reflect my own consequences of whatever I do. And then made me think that I should be in charge of my light and whatever I do, because I kind of notice specifically the consequences of whatever I do. So I would like to invite them to do, to do light language, so you guys can have your own journey. Let me just... So as you close your eyes, if you want to do it with me, let's evaluate where we stand and all the things that we need to accomplish, and let's set the intention to rectify whatever is in the highest good for ourselves or our own collective. And as we spend some time in the silence within, we're going to be able to listen, and as we connect with them instantly, they are manifested in our energy field, and I will welcome them. Nichiki ishki asakore ichiki iniki ama ekiena. Ni ichiki ishki isako ekiena. Ni iti ima ekiene ki ete asakore ke tekiara kotor usukure kiena. Ima ne ichiki ishti isa ane etikiena. Minna nana teki asako ekiena teki ishta. Ni anate kiara asekore kuturu kumane kia teki ishki eteki anaseki. The reminder that we will like to bring in is that all of you have been bombarded by upgrades, so we like to try to focus on what happened in those energetic alignments so you can all benefit and you can integrate them. So allow yourself to receive these codes during all those gateways are going to take place. Sekiatakia sokorakia nachiki ishki esakoneki ichiki ishki esokuneki ete. And integrated with ease and grace and no effort. Thank you. That was so good. Other thing that I wanted to say is that they constantly burn my electronics. Their light is so powerful that your electronics will be affected. Sometimes they don't work properly. Sometimes you will hear this metallic sounds in your ears, like things like that. One day that I connected with them, I was hearing this speed like, and it was very uncomfortable, so I had to ask them to adjust. So if you feel any discomfort because the energy is so high, ask them to adjust yourself or to lower them so you can match the energy into more balanced way, and then it could be more comfortable. I hope you guys enjoyed and like it. Any comments, any questions, please do. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge. I hope you guys like this live. I will be sharing more in the future. And if you guys would like to see other star systems, to see if I remember them, please comment, and many blessings.